What up, y'all? It's the Off the Clock podcast. This podcast don't happen without y'all. So hit that subscribe button. D White might start acting different. We got some news. I think it's fair to call it at this point. Timberwolves, it's 1.3 seconds left, and the Timberwolves are up 112-96. So yeah, I think it's fair to call that one.
Hey, what that boy Jaden say? Go at them. The bad defenders.
Hey,
go at them.
Hey, and I'll tell you this. That was a risky thing to say, but he said that though. And he was about it after.
Hey, he had the hood on talking to him like this, like he was the Sith.
Yeah. Like he was angry. All you gotta do is go out.
He was like,
they ain't no good.
No, they won that game. The last game they had, just a quick recap before we get into this game. They Joker and Murray had terrible games last game.
They had terrible games this game as well.
Everybody
had terrible games.
They were the only players last game that took over 10 shots. And they shot terribly. Joker went 7 for 26 and 5 for 17. Murray went 2 for 10 and 0 for 5 from field goal and 3-point. They 34%
what it was tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're shooting terrible from the field, even though like last game. How many times they get to the line tonight? Because last game they got to the line 40 times and they were shooting terrible.
They went. It says 24 for 28, so 14 times.
Yeah, see. I think the Timberwolves kind of figured out how to guard them. Because I was telling you that first game they struggled with the rest and everything, how they was guarding them. They made those adjustments and like you said, like Jaden said, start going at them on offense. And then when
they're shutting everybody down.
Yeah, their
Aaron Gordon 4 for 11. Aaron Gordon, Nikola Jokic 8 for 22. Jamal Murray 10 for 25.
Gobert is stepping up. You know what I'm saying? McDaniels is holding true. He had a really efficient game last game. I'm sure he had a good game this game. I'm really like the Nuggets are gonna have to do something after this too.
Anthony Edwards had 5 points tonight.
They're doing this without Ant.
I don't know if he got hurt.
How many minutes?
Ayo had 43.
Who?
Ayo.
Oh.
Ayo, yeah. He had 43.
See, that's scary. The fact that they're doing this without Ant, because really,
and Nas Reed had 17. So their bench was better than their starters.
Ant hasn't even really been like super crazy dominant this series or anything. Coming off that injury, he doesn't really look the same.
Huge game for him.
But no, that's crazy. What do you think? What do you think that means for the Nuggets, man? I mean,
Nuggets are done. They're not coming back from 3-1.
But I'm saying, what does that mean for their team? Who's leaving? Who's not on the team?
I don't think it means anything. I think they had a bad series. It is what it is. Jokic hasn't played very good, right? He hasn't played very efficient ball. 8 for 22. That's not normal from him. And then 0 for 3 from 3. The Nuggets just haven't shot the 3 ball well. 1 for 5, 0 for 3, 3 for 7, 0 for 6, 0 for 2, 0 for 2.
Oh yeah, they couldn't hit nothing.
Yeah, they just had one of those nights. They lost. I think the last game they should have won that game.
I wish I could have watched the game.
They should have played better that last game. Them losing that last one, after he said what he said, I think it kind of made it to where like the whole team was like, all right, we got these guys, right? And I think that's one of the things with the Nuggets is like in the past, you might beat them, but you never really cooked them. And they've gotten cooked these last 2 games.
Yeah. Well,
and Jamal Murray's playing good and they're still losing, which I didn't think, I would have, before this series started, said if Jamal Murray had 30 points, the Nuggets win every game he has over 20. I think I did say that. And the Wolves have proved that to not be true.
The Wolves are scoring more points in the paint. They're winning the rebound battle. Like I said, the limiting second chance opportunities. when you shooting those threes, when you play in a team that shoots threes, the number one thing, get the rebound. Yes, contest, but get the rebound because it's already a lower percentage shot than anything inside the arc, so you know they're gonna miss. If we can get those rebounds and limit, second chance opportunities, we're getting more possessions. Basketball is a game of matchups and possessions. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you got to play efficiently. Yes, you got to match up shots. But if you look at it, if we can get more possessions than them, and if we can, knock down shots, we're gonna win. It's a simple formula. Just going out there and executing against because your live bodies and everything. But I think Minnesota's done a really good job of, like Jaden said, playing defense and winning the rebound battle. When you get to the playoffs, you get to championship time, and you're thinking about championship, scoring is a lot. But the teams that make it to the end, they win rebound battles and they play defense. Simple and plain. You're not going to get to the finals without doing that. So
I think the biggest thing we've had this conversation before about the foreign players, and they for a couple years were shooting a lot of free throws, and I think that has changed this year a lot. Like Jokic only shooting 7 free throws. That's way less than what he's been shooting in the past few years.
yeah.
Right. And then we've seen it a lot with a lot of the foreign players that are superstars, Giannis, Embiid, Jokic. For a couple of years, they were having their way at the line. And we see it kind of now with SGA, but it's still not as extreme as it was. And I think that's made a big difference in their game. It changes the pace of the game. It changes the way they play. They got to make more shots, right? Jokic was getting and one fouls from 3-point land.
He was getting 15 points from the line
every night. Yeah. So it's like they've kind of dialed back a little bit and they're letting guys play more defense. And, I'm not mad about it. I'm going to be honest. I think you should have to win a playoff game.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be able to go in and play a better team and go to the line 40 times and win the game. That's not how playoff basketball should be. Yeah, in the regular season, we'll let you have that. But in a series, I don't think you should have it, And I think the Wolves are showing that they're the more physical team. They believe they're the better team, and it's showing in their play, right? They think they're the better team. It's that simple.
Well, it's scary because when Ant starts actually getting his groove back from after his injury and feeling more comfortable, it's because he's even on defense, you can see it. He's starting to sweat more often and heavier because he's tired. That knee, that first game he came back, you can see him kind of grabbing it because it's tender. It's got to knock the dust off of it.
I'm gonna tell you this: they can't win. They can't win this next series with him scoring 5 points.
No.
Good luck.
I think he's coming for it. I think he's good. He's had a few games, where he's had 20. He's 20 above 20, but he needs a few games where he's got 30, 40. They need him to have a few of those games throughout the playoff for them to really win. So
they ain't beating I don't think they can beat the Spurs or the Trailblazers with him scoring 5 points. I think they'll wind up playing the Spurs though.
I don't know if their bench plays how they play. It could be cool. The Spurs, the only thing is Wemby. Without Wemby, even though they had a good game last night, they had a really good game last night. I mean, Harper and Castle came through, but that's rare. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Games like that where they blow them out, and then these two guys both have 30 plus, just kind of like VJ and Tyrese. Like one of them might get 30 again, but for both of them, when they're not regularly the guy. So for me, that's where those two teams, it's gonna whoever the Blazers or the Spurs, whoever they play the next round, it's gonna be hard for them because the consistent scorer aspect. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But hey, man, a lot of good basketball. The Knicks won today.
Yeah, the Knicks. The Knicks, they had to win today.
Yeah, they had to win the game. It was a dominant fashion. That pick and roll was really working for them. They were moving the ball. Cat was playing very well.
I don't like how the Knicks are playing though.
They played better today. They played better today. I was watching it. It just seemed more like basketball than like the other ones. Like they were moving the ball. They were making the extra pass.
That's good, ODU.
Was good.
Ronnie James, future GOAT, says we're about to send KD to Cancun.
He's Hey, plot
And I
twist. He's
think he
already
might
there.
already be out there, low key.
He's
Hey,
already there.
mentally, he's already there. He's already
Dude.
thinking like, "Hey, I'm gonna be drinking this." He ain't worried
No,
about what's going on no more. KD's been checked out. Talking about he rolled his ankle,
he rolled right on over to Cancun.
rolled right on to Cancun. He better be careful before they send him to Shanghai.
Nah, for real. But
No, they ain't send.
you had an interesting question that I can't lie to you. I've been thinking about it the whole time we've been talking. You need 250,000 to play me.
One on one. Hey,
You need a quarter ticket to play.
hey. He said he needs a quarter ticket to play 1v1 because it don't make no sense for him to even play. He got nothing to prove. What do we think?
Bro,
I think he has a point, honestly. I think you can only lose as an NBA player playing people one on one.
well, this is the thing, bro. Like, one on one is not. This is why NBA players be saying this. It's for one, of course, they think that they have the confidence. They think they're gonna win, but one on one is one of those things where
They are
like
gonna win.
they are
I
gonna
don't
win.
think
But
I've ever seen a regular person beat an NBA player.
no, but listen.
I've never seen an NBA player try against a regular
But a
person.
lot of these guys that are former NBA players, like IT, they'll win. But on the chance that they lose, I'm not saying it's understandable, but it's one on one. You know what I mean? Like if you play 20 times, anybody could get lucky. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Anybody could get lucky. If you beat me, you know how much that boosts you? If I
yeah,
beat you, oh, he's an NBA player. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's not just like, oh, you got to pay me 250,000 because I'm that much better than you. It's like you're wanting to play me to boost yourself. What do I get out of it? I got paid to play this sport, and you just want me to just. I don't know you. You're not the high school kids I trained. Like, cause they
nah,
play with their homies. Like, I don't
nah.
see you on a day-to-day basis. You're picking me out of a lineup. You're picking guys that did a little bit of something to try and prove something that you street ballers have been trying to prove since the N1 days. It's like we could play with the best of them. You know what
But
I
we
mean?
have seen some guys go out and play with regular folks. We saw Kobe do it.
Yeah.
If Kobe wasn't too good to do it, then nobody is.
But this is the difference from that and the one-on-one scene. When Kobe went and did it, it was 5-on-5 basketball. The second thing is Kobe and all these other guys, they were still in the NBA. These guys are picking guys that are removed. Still in shape, still could beat them, but they're
That's
not gonna
fair.
go. They're not gonna go and be like, and of
That's
course, because the
fair.
NBA player's in contract, he's not gonna play you one on one. So it's like it still will never really bridge the gap because even if an NBA player loses, just another NBA because like they beat Rain or what's his name Ty Lawson lost or whatever or
Yeah.
and they were like, he's been out the league for however long, and he's not in. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like they're slowly working their way up to players that have been out for less time. I mean, Beasley's playing, and it's sloppy too. Like these NBA players are watching them, and these guys are fouling, they're hacking, guys are on the court. Like it's just
I mean, it's
not.
a fair argument. I think they should do it just off the strength. Like, why not?
I think they should start some like retired NBA ones first, and then do like a matchup, do a draw card, like
Well, that's what's Ice Cube's league called?
oh the big three.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying, you know how they do like a they be having the what you call it the like like how they have fight cards. They have the cards for the one on one, and they'll have like 3 games, and it's all these YouTubers. They should do like they should do that where it's NBA players playing for the slot to play these fools, and then have them playing over here, and then take the winners of each division, and then have the NBA and then the YouTubers and have 3 games, and have it be like uh somebody who's retired from the NBA that's 40, the same age as this dude, or somebody who's only been out 10 years, or somebody who just recently retired against somebody who just got out of college or just came from playing overseas. Because
That
that's
would
the
make
other thing.
sense.
You know what I'm saying? Because then you're getting guys that are, even though they're in the NBA, you're matching guys up with what the talent and the experience level is. Because there's guys that played in the NBA that have been overseas for 5 years. You could go get that guy and get a guy who plays overseas and is YouTube. That's a lot closer than going
Yeah.
and getting a freaking. You're not about to tell Austin Reeves come play me. You're not about to tell SGA or even a Jaden McDaniels. Jaden McDaniels ain't coming to play you. You know what I'm saying? And
Nah.
the only way you're gonna get the respect is if active NBA players come and play you and you beat them. That's never gonna happen.
Yeah, but
I
I think there's an aspect to like they can make it work if they did give people something that made it worth it. Like I think if they gave them a bonus or something like there should be something for
like
players to be able to
like
play guys.
I'll pay you 250,000 or I'll pay you 100,000. But if I
I don't think it
win,
should be 250,000.
well, I'm just using that because that's the number he said. But let's say that's what he said. I get 50% of it back if I win, or I get it back if I win. Like I'll pay you to play you, but if I win, I get my money back. Because
Two
they're
hundred and
saying
fifty thousand is a crazy amount of money for one one-on-one game.
but IT is just saying that, and I feel like it's a little bit extra. He's always been on the. He's very competitive, but I think that's way too much. None of these guys really got 250,000. I think that's more of a flex on the fact that like NBA players got a bag and they got like they're doing things like doing reporting. It's like they're throwing around these big numbers because none of these YouTubers is gonna put up 250,000. These guys are playing for like $5,000 10K pots. You know what I'm saying? So it's like none of these pots have and YouTube have even reached 100K. You know?
Yeah, that's that, and I don't know if IT can demand that kind of money.
No, 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 no. Maybe if it was like the year after, like if he wouldn't have got hurt and say he had retired and it was like a year or two after he had retired, I would. That's what I'm saying. Like those type of players who like, oh, you was just an all-star 2 years ago, but you retired, or you
Bro thinks real highly of himself. I'll tell you that. He thinks real highly of himself.
all NBA players think that way when it comes to people that didn't make it to the NBA. It doesn't
Which
matter
I
if they're.
understand.
It doesn't matter if they're starters. It doesn't matter if they're bench players. It doesn't matter. Like I've been around enough of them to where, and some of them, it's not even an arrogance thing. Like they just, it's a certain confidence level when you get through that door because they also see how many guys that are just like these YouTubers who played in college, who played overseas, that came and didn't make it. So to them, it's like disrespectful because it's like you were trying to do the same thing. You can't sit here and tell me that you're playing basketball on YouTube and you never tried to get to the league. You played overseas, but
Yeah,
you never tried to get to the league, and then you go and disrespect us by just saying, "Oh, we could beat you guys."
I seen that. This is off topic, but I seen the thing with Michael Beasley and Shannon Sharp, and he was saying that when they played back in the day in high school, it was KD too, I guess, and that Lethal Shooter used to play with him,
Yeah,
and he was like, yeah, he used to really pull those shots like that, and so now it makes sense that he's training people. But he was like, if it was today's league, bro would be in the NBA. But he was like, back then you couldn't just pull up threes from
facts,
that distance. He's like, they were taking him off the court, talking about you can't shoot like that.
facts.
Excuse me, even if he was making it. So I was dying when I saw that. I was like, because I thought bro was just like a YouTube dude. I didn't realize he like, you know what I'm saying? He was actually a hooper.
The other reason why he's saying 250K, I think, is because we're on YouTube. We're not
Yeah.
monetized or nothing, but people make videos and they get paid off views. Something that's gonna like something like that. Like they haven't played a player that's like IT. that's
Yeah.
that's you know that has the
No.
accolades that he has. So if you pull that, whatever channel, whatever group it is, they're gonna make money off that, off
People don't
dropping it.
realize how good professional athletes are at what they do,
Oh yeah, no.
especially basketball players.
Well, a lot of these YouTubers too, they play in open gyms in their own cities with the pros that come back home. So when they
Yeah.
get in these 5-on-5s and I had 7 of the 11, they get to thinking like, oh, I'm playing pickup with these guys. I can bang with them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a confidence thing, I guess. But we'll see. I'm waiting to see the first one. That's a crazy number. A crazy number. And I think there might be somebody out there that could beat IT. After that injury, I don't think he's the same like of what he But I don't know. He may still be playing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Well, I think the biggest thing with IT is his height. Is there's players that are gonna, be a foot taller than him.
Yeah.
And they might not necessarily be better, but there's players with that speed. IT wasn't an elite speed guy. Like I think people can definitely beat IT one-on-one.
Yeah.
Now you start getting to talk about beating KD one-on-one, or even like Kyrie. Like I don't know if anybody can beat Kyrie one-on-one.
I don't know. It depends on the matchup and how they're playing. You know, if you're playing make it take it, there might be somebody. If you're playing only 3 dribble,
Yeah, I'm talking 3 dribble, real NBA. Like if you play NBA guys, you got to play 3 dribble.
yeah,
Because if they can just dribble all day, you're not winning.
you're not winning. Yeah.
You have no chance if it's anything.
That's what they play in the next chapter. They play 4 dribbles. The people that are trying to get all these
Yeah.
guys out. But
Yeah, 4 dribble is a lot.
we'll see if they do one. We might have to live stream it and see what it do.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see what's going on. I don't know how that'll work. I mean, some of these guys be acting funny with content, but that would be nice. That would be nice. Hopefully, we can start getting some of those guys on at some point.
Oh yeah, that'd be lit. Maybe get a one-on-one scene out here. Get some guys because we got a lot of players from out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
Yeah.
All
We're
right.
about an hour in. Our hour's up. Appreciate y'all. Everybody in here, man. We appreciate
Like,
the love,
subscribe,
man.
comment, share, send to your friend, your mama, your auntie, your grandma.
Hey, send it somewhere, man. We need the views, man. We appreciate y'all for coming in, though. We're gonna see y'all next time. Peace. We need an outro video.